shop. You at the airport? Yes, at work. Yes, at work.
Part-time.
Have fun. Blue skies. Right, so we're streaming. We streaming. Boy.
Oh, no.
So let's check my controller panel. Where's the control panel at? Where have they hidden my controls? Ah, it's back here. Right. Okay. Who knows if it's working? Start sending video, please, it says. I guess I just gotta wait. It says my connection is 24,000. Candy time. Please start sending us your video. I did. Why isn't it coming up? Come on, man. I got this. I want to get shit moving. What's it say? Edit your stream metadata. Yeah. Arthritic. Good morning. Don't tell me it's gone live already without even telling me it's gone live. Hello. Welcome. This is the first stream, so, you know, we're just working out the kinks. Like it not even telling me it's live. Hey, Dom, guess what? It's live, but it didn't tell me yet.
Oh.
It's saying, send us your video from your streaming software to go live. And I've got a chat already, which I can't respond to.
Sounds about right. Happens every time for me.
Wants me to sign in. Well, if this chat is useless, I'm better off using the one in here. Wait, I can't see anyone there. Hello? Can I restart this page without it interfering with things?
On YouTube?
Yeah.
I think you can. It should be fine.
That's weird. I got a chat. Someone was like, good morning. And I can't even see it now. Well, whoever is there, if you're there, we will be doing what we said we're going to do in a few minutes. Just getting set up. It's being misleading right now. So basically, I probably should introduce what we're actually going to be doing today. This is the first stream we've set up on this channel. We only just got allowed to do it today. And we're going to be fixing this big workflow over here because it's using the wrong type of easy nodes. And we're going to work through that and then connect it, probably convert it to lines. I've got a few of them to do. Just going to be hanging out. Hopefully I'll be able to actually see the chat and I'll be able to actually respond to people. We seem to be having some technical difficulties with the YouTube side of things. Like the console doesn't even let me know that I'm live right now.
Okay, so what I did is usually I open up a browser and look at the comments that way. It's actually working, dude, so...
Alright, this control panel is useless.
Yes, it is useless.
Right, so if I go to content and go to live and then open this up. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. Technical difficulties. We'll be getting on with it in just a second. Can I actually view my own live stream though? That'd be great. Come on, take me to the live stream.
I sent you the email a while
Oh my
ago.
god, it's making me watch ads.
Kelsey, please check your messages. Can you
Hey.
please update on
Hey, come on now. Alright, cool. We've done it. Alright, so I'm going to mute that so it doesn't double up. Now I can see you. Hello, Arthritic. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Normally we'll be doing streams later in the day, but as I am in the UK, I thought I'd usually we drop videos at about 3 o'clock. So I decided basically to set everything up now, and then we'll probably be back later. Loads of cool stuff to look at. Can we mute this? Let's mute that. Okay. So, we're going to jump into this easy nodes business. Oh, we didn't put a loop on that. We need to put a loop on that. There we go. That's better. And disappear it. Right then. So then, I used the old easy nodes, and the new easy nodes are actually built into KJ nodes. So we have the set node, KJ node, and we have the get node, KJ node. So what we're going to do is we're going to do clip right now. So I'm just going to say clip. And we're basically rebuilding this without easy nodes because it is broken. Again, even on my end it's broken. It's very strange. I mean, it might be I've disabled it in fairness. We're going to get rid of that, and then that one is done now. Okay. So that is now setting that set clip. And so I'm just going to go through and make sure that my clips are using the new get clip. Pretty straightforward stuff. And then if anybody's got any questions, go ahead and hit them in the chat. Like I say, we're just doing a little test stream. Alright, so that's that. I don't think that there's anything else. Everything else is using conditions. So I can move on and do VAE. So we're going to do another set node. Set VAE. Call it VAE. And get rid of that one. And then anywhere that uses a VAE, I'm going to need a get VAE node. So I'll just take a copy of that. And just check everywhere. Probably a few places that have get VAE. Definitely one on the sampler. Put that one there. I'm leaving them sort of unfolded and all, so I can see what I've done. And like I said, I may as well just use the KJ node one. And a lot of the workflows are actually using lines, connecting lines, so no easy use, but a lot of people like using it. I like using easy nodes. And of course the pack that we're working on right now is the new soda pack, which is SDXL. So it's just like the Foda and the Coda, but for SDXL based. And then obviously we can like add all the good stuff that we've got for those for this. Because I know I love Flux. I think it's amazing. But there is still a lot of stuff out there that's only running on SDXL. So here it is. Oh yeah, how's the music level? Is it good, or is it like...
Your music's good, dude, on my end anyway.
Too loud?
No, it's very quiet.
Oh, that's okay. It's only supposed to be like very, very faint. Ah, we got a clip.
Actually, honestly, I think it's kind of blending in with your voice.
Say that again, mate.
I think it's blending in with your voice.
Is it?
Yes.
As in, is that a bad thing, or?
You might want to add an audio ducking to the music, so when
I might want to what?
Audio ducking.
Audio ducking?
Yes.
On the what?
On the music audio source.
Well, I can't duck myself against...
Uh,
Wait. Maybe you can do desktop audio ducking?
no. So you go into OBS here, and then you go to your audio mixer, and then you need to add a filter to whatever your audio source is.
Yeah, I know, but there isn't a ducking filter.
No, it's called compressor. Sorry, the filter.
Okay, I've got a compressor. I've added it. What do you need me to set it up, Phil?
The sidechain ducking source needs to be your microphone.
I can't... Okay. Right, so I'll choose my microphone, but won't that duck my microphone?
Not if you've put it on the audio source you're trying to use it on.
Yeah, but the audio source I'm trying to duck, the music, is playing on the desktop.
Yeah. So you'd be audio ducking the desktop audio.
Yeah, I don't think there is a desktop. There's a window capture. That might work. Let's try it. So when I talk, it's supposed to throttle the music. I don't think it's doing anything, dude.
No, you probably haven't set it up right. I did screenshot a couple things to possibly help.
Well, if I go into the filters, it just says window capture, and I don't think it understands that the audio is coming from the window capture, right?
No. You see the audio mix, and it's not coming from window capture. It'll be coming from your audio mixer, whatever your desktop audio is. Should probably be called desktop audio.
There's no selection for audio device here.
Wait, what?
There's mic, aux, a bunch of assets that are actually in my stream template.
Yeah.
Window capture and game capture, which, like I said, they're not even in this. It's just grabbing stuff from anywhere in the project, but there's nothing like that in there.
So you're not seeing something like this, then?
No.
Oh.
I'm looking at the standard OBS filters menu.
Oh no, close that down a second. I don't know where you are.
So you're looking at the mixer at the bottom of OBS.
Yep. And whatever your audio source is.
Right, well hang on, let me just delete this then. And go back. So I'm in that. That's what I was in. I already did that. No, you can't. I already did that. Well, I'll do it again. If everything breaks, it's his fault. I don't normally touch this stuff while I'm live. Right. Mic aux. I already did this. It didn't do anything. Wait. Oh, wait. The music isn't even on right now. Okay, now how about I talk? I'm talking over the music. Is it making any difference? I don't see any difference. Do you? Nope. Looking at it again.
I think it is having effect, dude. You're louder than the music now.
So you've got that set up for Discord? I don't have Discord. I've just got desktop audio.
It's on my desktop audio and Discord.
Oh, okay, fine. But yeah, bottom line, nope. I mean, I'm looking at the settings. Your ratio is 4.5, so maybe if I turn that down a bit. And then you've got 2 ms. And everything else is the same. So I've just checked the settings. So when I talk, does the music get quieter? I can't tell.
It's in the stream. I'm listening to your stream. It is actually doing it.
Is it?
Look, yeah, it's fine.
Okay, fine. Because the thing is, from my end, I can't even tell it's doing it. Is it like... I guess I'll watch the stream back later and see what it's like. But hopefully that is a good thing, I guess. Wasn't it quite quiet already, though? Wouldn't it just be, like, impossible to hear after that point? Or...
Still hear it.
Okay, that's fine. It's just supposed to be, like, a little flavor. You know what I mean? I could play, like, atmospheric stuff if I wanted. But trying to play stuff that I own. Anyway, maybe I'll make some, you know, ambiance tracks. Who knows? All right, so let's get back to it. Let's see. So as we were doing, we were replacing all of our clip sends. So I think we pretty much actually got get clip should be up here. That's conditioning. Yeah, that's conditioning. So it might be that that was the only clip. I really think that this clip is going to hook up to something. But then I guess I'm sending the conditioning. You got to hook it up. It's because it was collapsed. It was collapsed, so it didn't look like you needed to hook it up to anything. And then we use conditioning, so we don't need to do it again afterwards. Same up here, it's all conditioning. There's no clip reference, so that should be clip solved. So just give it a little bit of an interim save there. Right, now we won't attack this stuff yet. Instead, we'll attack seed gen. So set node, and it'll be seed gen. And I'm going to call this seed underscore gen, so it's easy to, you know, hook back up. And then we're going to get seed gen. There's one. So that one. Now you could just use one and hook it up to all four, but obviously what we've done here is we've made these modules so you can just copy paste them as a block, and they're self-contained, and then you can just change. That's what Sample Garden was about. So that's why we're not just taking one reference and hooking everything up to one thing. Just in case you were wondering. Essentially, we're replacing a whole bunch of broken ones. We're just mimicking it. So this is seed gen, as you can see, so it's got to go in there. Just like that. That's all those are hooked up. We'll probably need to make sure that's hooked up, that one's hooked up, that one's hooked up, that's all of them. And then I believe it's actually got its own seed down here. Oh no, there you go, one. So this is the ultimate upscale method. So it's just using a seed which is set in the sampler there. That, I believe, is done. And so the next thing we've got to do is our aspects. So we'll do set. Can I copy the name of it? Just being lazy. Int underscore aspect, and this one's going to be width, and then this one's going to be int underscore aspect height. So height into width. Finally, someone's not fluxing. Welcome, Adine. Welcome. Yeah, we're going back to SDXL for the compatibility of all the additional stuff that we like using, like hands fixing and all this sort of business. So it's going to be, this is Soda SDXL pack. So the idea is it's, you know, Coda for colors and Soda for SDXL. So that's the plan. And it had broken easy use nodes. So we're just replacing them for this stream and just hanging out. So here we go. Now we've got that one and that one. So now what I'll do is I'll go get, duplicate with Alt, and then we're going to go width and height like that. Copy those. And then we've got to go and find everywhere that it was calling them in. So probably here. Yeah, here we go. Might get lucky. It might be. Okay, so height, 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 and then the same with the width. Actually, quite a good exercise to pull some workflows apart every now and then. If you are, you know, obviously I made these ones, so I know exactly what they're about, but can sometimes help with understanding where it's all going. It's one of the reasons I prefer to use connecting lines, as you can follow it. Problem with these things, even though they are great, is it can get a little bit labyrinthian if you don't know how the author has set his workflow up. Okay. All right. So we've got our aspect, width, and height there. I believe that this is going to be driven. Yeah, this is driven by the image, so we don't have to. Oh no, actually, I take them. I know. No, for some reason I've given you width and height here as well. For some reason, I don't do that anymore. Now what I do is I tend to take it from the image. You know, I'll take it from the image. But whatever. Right. Face swap. More height and width stuff hiding anywhere. I think that's it. I think. Yep. Okay. So minimize that. Hide it away a bit. And then we're gonna do. Ah, it's right here. Wait a minute. See, that's called being committed to the bit. Look, see. I've set the variable here, and then I've called the variable right next to it. When, to be honest, I could have just done this, and it would be exactly the same every time. So we'll do that. Okay. And then here we're going to do set again. And it's going to be cond for conditioning, pos for positive, and base, because there may be other conditions. Cond neg underscore base. And so we'll put our positive conditioning in there, and our negative conditioning in there. Alright, delete that. Put him up here for now. Up in there. Should we do that one at the same time? Why not? Set. And it'll be latent underscore base. So there we go. Now we've got our reference to that too. Another one. So now what we'll do, we'll change this to cond neg base. Change this one to cond pos base. And then get a third one and say latent base. Try and get 3 birds with 1 stone on this pass. Copy that, and how we go hunting. What have we got? Cond pos, cond neg. There we go, look. Being used for the control nets. Okay. So, looks like. Ah, right, yeah. So, positive, negative. Don't worry about the latent for now. Positive, negative. Here again. Positive, negative. There we go. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of all the old stuff. We'll carve that out. I'll leave this like this for now. I can clean it up later. Don't need these latent bases. And then look, see, set pos CNET. So there's another conditioning, a different conditioning for when we have the CNETs up now. I'm sure I tested all these and talked about it in the video. It's basically a copy of the Flux implementation. Might be able to do better actually. Might be able to do better. But it gets really complicated with all of the switches and things. And it can be very confusing for people. So I try to keep it simple. Yeah, I don't like the anything anywhere much. It's not. I'm not against it. It's just that it's hard to explain to people how it works when you've got wireless. You know, when you have a wireless workflow, it can be difficult to understand that. Well, actually, you've already set your model and you set your clip, so now anything that's model and clip will just work without you having to plug it in. I think that's like an advanced way of using Comfy. It's nothing wrong with that at all, but because I have to deal with a lot of new people, I try to keep it simple. And this is probably this is going to be like one of the more advanced workflows, and this is going to be converted into only lines. And then what I do is I actually take stuff out to make the simpler versions. So like I'll take ControlNet out and save it again. And then I'll take IP adapter out and I'll save it again. And then I'll take the upscale section out and save it again. And so actually the last version is the most basic, but the full one is the real workflow, if you see what I mean. And obviously I do that for speed and practicality. Some people don't want to mess around with every single ControlNet and all the IP adapters. And but yeah, that's pretty much. So we're actually nearly done with this one, you know. I say that and it'll probably take another hour. Right. So let's see. Ah, yeah, that's right. But this is funny. This is SDXL Trio, so it's doing a triple latent process to make it better. Right. And also, what you said, totally correct. Totally correct. You can right-click and select Show Connection. That's a good point. See, I never do it. You're right. Maybe I should do that. Let's do that. Let's Show Connection. Oh wow, look at that. Oh right, yeah, of course. Of course. I'd never done that. That's pretty cool. Thank you for pointing that out. How do I find it again? Where were we? Latent. Oh wait, no, there's going to be more conditionings. Or no, they won't. There'll be different conditionings. So let's make some new ones. Got that there, and I'm just gonna mimic what I used before, because then we'll have half a chance of it working when we're done. Neg underscore CNET. As you can see, that one's coming from there. That's my positive. This one is coming from here. Get rid of that. And then how about update our copy of that. So I think what I did was I set up like an abrogated thing. So if you have it disabled, it will just overwrite with itself. So even though CNET is off, having it use this CNET reference actually still fine, it works. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So like the conditioning coming through when it's disabled, it just means that the CNET reference that we're going to use is actually just the normal basic input. But as you turn them on, it's going to update. So this is going to be like a stage 2 conditioning, I guess. And it'll be whatever it is, depending on whether you have each of the control nets on or off. Okay. That explains that. So then we'll copy that and hook up latent base. That's one more done. Get rid of that one and that one. Yeah, we needed 2 decks. That's why I'm messing up. and the negative CNET reference this time. And the base, what's that? Settler, yeah, come back to that. The interesting thing is, doing it like this, you can actually see how the thing is put together. Why have I got pos on both of them? I want neg on one of them. There we go. So we'll just hook these up. Positive to positive, negative to negative, latent base to latent in. That one, and this one. Now, bear in mind, this isn't going to be the base. This will be the latent from here. But we'll come back to that. At the moment, just putting something in is fine because I can just change the menu to drop down when we get there. So you can see here, set latent trio 2, so that's pretty much how it's going to work. Get rid of that there, the seed gen. So now all that's left is the actual handoff. So where it's sending the latent to the next, and then where it's saving a reference of the image for comparison. It looks in a bit messy at the moment, but we can tidy it up later. All right, so let's do another one here. So again, it's going to be negative, positive, and then the latent like that. And obviously, as I say, we'll change them in a minute. And then we can get rid of this one, that one, that one. And then we pretty much have to do the same thing up here. Latent, see it says latent base. And this is actually using the control base because this is for CNET off, but the other ones would be CNET. So these ones are CNET. Oh, it says off in the label, but it is actually on here. But in the end, it didn't matter because I changed the way the setup works so that it just depends how many things you've got active, and then it'll work. So, but essentially what that means is I'm going to use this. So we go with the latent. Now obviously the garden's like a comparison, so you can change different samplers and things. So each one will have the exact same stuff going through it, same seed, same prompt, same model, same all of that. But it'll have same everything, yeah, same even the same latent, but it won't have, you know, you might change these things. That's the purpose of that. Do another one here. Another one here. Positive. Negative. Latent. I just want to pause at this point. Basically, to anybody watching, first of all, thanks for joining. Second of all, why don't we give you the hello? Hello, everybody. So basically what we're doing today is we're going to be putting together the soda pack, which is essentially SDXL, and we're going to mimic all the features that I've put into the Flux pack, which we've recently been looking at. You can find a lot of my custom nodes on my GitHub. So we've got a whole bunch of additional stuff like prompt wildcards, prompt lists, string weights, all this sort of stuff. It's cool. We've got string painting, which is our own little private project. String Paint Sunday is in the house. Maybe. And I've also put all of my workflows into a single GitHub. So if you aren't like, you know, oh man, all these videos, because there's got to be 100 videos now. If you just want to get all the workflows, you can just clone them straight into user default workflows. And then if I scroll down to the bottom, I got DJZ workflows. I got all of them in here. And then every time I update, you can just do a git pull and get all the latest workflows straight away. So shameless plug, guys, but it's mostly to help everyone out. Make sure everyone's actually got the latest workflows. And also every model I train, I add the prompts as a prompt list. So if you want to check out the LoRa's that I've trained and put out, and you don't know what the captions are, they're all built in. It's all built into DJZ nodes, and you can load them up using the Zenkai prompt system, where you just load in your prompt lists. All right, let's get back to it. Where were we? You are listening to the sounds of Udio. All the tracks I made on Udio, guys. Made them all in a night. Very cool. None of them are mastered either, so I'm sorry if there's a bit of weirdness going on with the... I haven't got around to that yet. Okay. So we're done putting all of that stuff in. So let's see, is there anything like that of that nature I have to do down here? Image input, up pos, set up pos, set neg pos. Right, so we've got some sets. We'll do 2 up pos, and then this will be up neg. Basically, the prompt is different for the upscaler. It is just very simply very detailed masterpiece, intricate details, UHD 8K. That worked really nicely. I use that quite a bit. And then if there is a negative prompt, there's your negative prompt. Low res, medium quality, lack of details, bad quality, worst quality, blur, blurry, pixelated, and JPEG artifacts. All right. So I'm going to chuck this bad boy in here. Use my positive. And we're gonna. Okay, that didn't actually do what I told it to do. Oi. Oh no, it did do it. It did do it. I'm just blind. Put that there. Done. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Done. Alright, so now... And it should go straight in on that one, so I don't need to worry about that. So then we just need to get 2 gets. And we're going to say base... No, up. Up, pos. And I should have said commed at the front. Bad naming convention. Negative. Do that one. I'm going to do a get. Feeling like speeding up a little bit. So I don't want to mess up, right? Okay, cool. In fact, you know what? Let's take that. Whoa! We didn't want to do that. See, that's the trouble of going, going faster. Yo, Domo, are you still there? I think he must have disappeared. Wait, I heard something. Are you there?
Still here, dude.
Yeah, I was like, String Paint Sunday in the house, and I didn't hear you. Did you respond to me, and I just didn't hear you?
No, I didn't respond. I didn't realise you said.
Oh.
Sorry.
Nah, it's all good.
Letting you do your stream, dude.
Yeah, it's random shout-outs that you weren't expecting. Right. So now we're just going to deal with this, because it's just basically all of this stuff up here. Got to get all of our control nets and stuff. So it's just a bunch of sets. And then I'll just go control net. Yep. That one there. And then what's the next one? Control net. Recolor. Control net. Recolor. Oh, I said recall. Yeah, it is recolor. That one there. Yeah. This will be control net sketch. I don't really use the recolor. Wait, no. We're talking about SDXL now. So no, I do use recolor all the time, actually. And there's only 5 of them. Okay. Control net underscore canning. And then this one, control net underscore pose. And we'll hook them up. Get rid of the dead stuff. There we go. We'll worry about cleaning it up later. Just moving stuff around don't matter. I just want it to work. They are not in use. Get rid of them. Okay, so we take this. And we're going to be doing get. That'll do. It's going to be get map. So get control net get. And this one get control net pose. And this one get control net canny. he is. And I'll put that one in. No, that's the canny map. So the control net goes in there. There we go. Like that. And you can get rid of these. Depth, pose, canny. And then what's this here? That's it. It's reference to the image. Okay, so here is where we load all the images. Load all the images, make sure they're the right size and stuff, yeah? So that means we need another 3 sets. This one's going to be image, and map. So this will be the actual pre-processed map. Image, underscore, depth, map. And then this one, image, underscore, color map, pose map, pose map. That's funny. Hang on a minute. Oh, I see. I'm just not using the recolor in this workflow yet. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, canny map. So we want to pull that in there. Pull that into there. Get rid of the dead links that were broken anyway. That'll do for cleaning that one. Now we can do this part, which is to load in the image, canny. Oh wait, depth, sorry. Image. It's in a different order. Image, depth, image, pose. There it is. I'm just blinded by the options now. Image, canny, there it is. And then we just feed those images. No, I've picked the wrong thing for this one, haven't I? Image. There we go. Image in. Image in. Image in. Alright. Get rid of the dead stuff. That's all done. Right. Now we've got some sets for the where the image is being passed from one section to another. So we're going to do image underscore base capital out, and then image underscore wait, not image, sorry, getting ahead of myself, latent underscore trio 1. Set and set. Get rid of the dead stuff, put them sort of a bit more where they're supposed to be. Conditioning CNET, what's that doing here? Don't think we need that anymore. A bit messy at the moment, but it's easy to clean up. Let's copy that over here. We need 2 of those. This one is going to be image underscore trio 2. There, delete that. And then this one is going to be latent trio 2. And of course, the reason for this. Hang on a minute. Yes. All right, I'm back, but you'll still be able to hear the motorbike. They're doing some tests out there with a racing motorbike. Isn't that cool? It's like an off-road 2-stroker. 250. Very cool. Anyway. So sorry about that if you can hear the mic picking that up, but who knows? Maybe I get lucky. I did close the window. Right. Right, so we do the next section, which is going to be more sets. So this is the image handover from the trio process. So it's passing the latent to each stage. That's what this is doing. If I now say latent 3 because there was a previous SDXL workflow pack which was called Trio, and it's basically been this is like the new updated version of the collection. So, and then this one is going to be image underscore Trio 3. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And what's this down here? Image base out. I don't think, do we even have image base out? Yep. That means we can do a get. Hit image base out. Put that one in there. And in there. Get rid of that. And then do a set. And this will be image. And there's your face. Get rid of that. Okay. Set image input. So, where are you? Give me my notes. Image underscore input. Throw that one in. Brilliant. And then we can do a get move image input. This is for the upscaler. In case you were wondering. Like that. We need another one down there for the comparison. Put that one in there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. This is going to be upscale 1. So again, we're doing a pass through, right? So we set the image to go in here, and then we set the image that came out. So then the input is the output from the last stage, and you chain it. Normally you just go image, input, and just connect it up, but trying to make it so that people can choose how many stages they want and stuff. Makes it a little bit more dynamic. What's that? That is upscale 3, so we're going to have to do get image color match. So where do we set? There we go. Set image color match. That's something I was looking for. So this is the color match stage in the upscale. You will get much better upscales if you do color match as part of the upscaling. Prevents all the vibrancy and undersaturation issues. Get rid of that. Now we can get image. And if you watch the stream from the beginning, you probably will notice now that the list of gets is getting a bit big. The old one. Stage 3. Go, color match done. Okay, so all that's left now is set the upscale chain. So this would be the first image, stage 1. Image. Yeah, no, it is image. Image underscore upscale 1. There, like that. Two. And 3. Whoa, come on, click. Now see? There we go. Okay, so then this one is going to be a getter. Or not not a getter. And we're going to be doing upscale 1. That goes in there. And then we're going to do another get, and this one's going to be upscale 2. I can find it. Come on. Upscale 2. Get rid of that. Set upscale 3. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then here, finally get upscale 3. Boom. There it is. All right. I think that's the upscaling solved. Yep, I don't see any more red nodes, so it's just this area over here now that's going to be awkward. So is that conditioning positive? Conditioning positive. Here we go. Get these and use them for this guy, because he is actually not CNETed. Even though, like I say, if you turn CNET off, you will get no CNET, but it's nice to be able to compare them. They're really hitting me up with all the random sounds today. 2 secs, I'm going to mute up, I think. Oh no, it's alright, they're done. Doing whatever they were doing. Right. It's been noisy today. Normally really quiet. Okay. Model active's done. Delete that. That's done. That's done. No latent base. So let's do a get. And latent base. There it is. There. Latent base. Okay, all the rest of them are done already. So we can get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Right, now all that's left is these sets on these images here, but if I'm being honest, I'm not sending them anywhere, so they're completely unnecessary now. It was so that I could send them to a comparer, but to be honest, I tend to just put one in the bottom and hook them up. So you don't need them. I think, you know what? I think that's it. I think that's everything. I mean, the test will be to run it and see what happens. So let's just make sure everything's actually like it's like all over the place. Give it a little bit of a, you know, organization pass, I guess you could call it. Essentially, I just tend to comes out the other side. It's not really like a matter of great importance. I'm just trying to make it easy for myself, really, so I know what I've done. But I do try to just tidy it up a little bit like this, right? It's not really necessary. They change things every now and then. Some of the stuff has been changed, so make sure everything is on, except for the face model. And then I just need to make sure that I have a face loaded. So let's do Joe Thanos. Was that you? What?
What?
Oh, there he is. I think it must have been a sound sample that sounded like you going, oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was just part of the tunes.
Weird.
Right. Okay, so at the risk of blowing everything up, I'm going to give it one more pass. Just to make sure. Do you know what? I think I'm going to save it and run it. Oh! we got a problem. Ah, of course. You have to actually pick images. You have to actually pick images. You know what I mean? You have to actually have an image. Otherwise, it's like, oi, how am I supposed to do control net if you don't give me an image? Ah, yeah, turn the upscaler off. We don't want to mess with that right now. Off. And we'll do the sample garments later as well. We can do the face swapper later. And let's start with no control net. Why is it all out of order? Or is it? IP adapter off. We're using mode switch 1, which means no control net. Mode 2 would be, sorry, IP adapter. This is the IP adapter switch. Soda gives type 2 diabetes within 2 to 3 sips. Hey, literally, I have to print that on the label, man. It's the only way to make it legal. If you print it on there, it's fine. Yeah. I think that's how that works. And also, you can get type 3 diabetes now, where it just makes you go crazy.
Oh boy, that's the best diabetes.
Yeah, that's the best type. It's the best type.
There's no coming back from that.
There's no coming back, yeah. It's a one-way trip. A one-way trip to Candyland. Okay, look, see, me being smart, I deleted my models. I don't even have, dudes, I don't even have SDXL right now. Good prep, but don't worry. I never delete anything. I'm a hoarder, just like you. Right. I need to go down to my models. ComfyUI models. It's not in that one. 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 It's in this one. Checkpoints, DJZ merger. Real jugs, ladies and gentlemen, real jugs. What we want real jug Hermite. I'm gonna load the cos model for fun. Yeah. That's what we're doing. So just so you can see what we're doing here, because that usually does actually help, show you what we're doing. I just basically shoved my old models outside of it because it's like there's so many models. My little SSD is probably just going to die from constantly having things moved on and off of it, you know. DJZ merger. Is that how I wrote it? No, little m. Of course. Fly. It's going to put the model there. And we're going to use the cos. And then I'll take the original real jugs. I'll take that one as well. So it's getting there. Patience is a virtue. It's a rarity. Right. It's in. The fix is in. Let's put the other one in there just in case it doesn't like it. Save it. Refresh it. To be honest, if the worst thing I had was not being able to find the checkpoint, that's not bad. Considering all the edits I just did, it should be extremely broken. There, take that. Okay, any more problems? Seems pretty much good for now. This business. It's making images. Where is it making them? Why is it making them there first? What? What? Something's not right there. Ah! You know what it is? When I first set it up, I set it up with latent base on all of them. So what I need to do is set this one to latent trio 1, which is set here. And then set this one to latent trio 2. I don't know why there's a latent trio 3. I think latent trio 3 is pointless. We're just going to get rid of that. There's only 3 stages in trio. Otherwise, I'd have to call it quadro or something, right? And that would be too difficult. Also, how is the images different? They should be the same. So what's going on? That one's set to EULA. That one is set to 2M alt. That one is set to 2M alt. So I'm going to put them all on 2M alt because otherwise that's just confusing. But obviously you can use whatever you want. SGM. Feed him. Wow, the settings are completely different. Well, whatever. We'll just use the same settings. Right, 2.0. I would have used what it had. Okay, so it's oh wow, it's a completely different sampler. Ugh. Oh. Might change that. Not the best. What the hell is the prompt? I haven't even looked at it. Anthropomorphic eagle with a woman body wearing aristocratic clothing. And as you can see, the first image that came out wasn't really that great. But then after 2 sips of soda, it got a little bit better. And then after 3 sips of soda, diabetes. We shouldn't joke, but I'm just, we're just messing around. So there it is. That's what Trio does. It just feeds the same latent. It's a latent chainer, I guess. And it's going to do the same prompt, same everything 3 times. And then at the end, you will usually get a better image, air quote, right? And then obviously you could have done your face swap, which is totally not going to work because it's not even a person. But it might be funny. So let's turn it on and see if it works. Face swap, yes. Let's go. Oh, this is going to be completely horrendous. All right, while it's doing that, next up, I'll be testing the control net. So obviously we're going to be using our guide image. Do you know what? Somebody said I stole this image, but I got it from a share on Civet. Credit to whoever made it, but I've done image to image on this time so many times I couldn't even tell you. I think this is the original because it says Lotus Mix V1 in the name, and I don't have Lotus Mix. But I've reworked this image as like a control net guide so many times. I mean, I'd love to credit who made it, but I don't know. Probably someone I'm a fan of for about a year. There's a lot of images which I was like, I like that. Thumbs up. I couldn't tell you who made it. But somebody left a weird comment like stolen, and I was like, what? I've never claimed it was mine. Like I said, it's just a demo. So anyway, it tried to swap the face and it couldn't find a face. So how about we run it now with... Oh, no, it's not on. Now we're going to run it through the control net. So with any luck, we should get a depth map and we should get a pose map, and then we'll get a canny map, and then it's going to do its best to keep everything on rails. I've just noticed the canny map is only 512, which isn't great. That should actually be 1024. So hopefully it'll stretch, but they don't always stretch. No, there's no way it's doing that first. It has to do this one first. Oh, what's going on? Depth is taking a while. What? Oh, I forgot. Where's the torch script? Okay, well, apparently it had to redo the torch script. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Look at the hand position. That's really good. Now, I bet the denoise is like very high, so you know. There's all these little tweaks. Ah, yes. Let's just have a look at these comments real quick. Turned into Wilford Brimley on that third pass, and imagine calling someone stealing in 2024. I know. I think I'm just heavily inspired by guys. Okay, look at that. I mean, it's not amazing in stage 1. But remember, it is SDXL. Pretty good. Not bad. It's tried to make an anthropomorphic bird. Failed a little bit. And she's got a wing, right? And it's made out of feathers. But as you can see, each time it's doing it, it gets a little bit better. And you know what I would do, guys? I would actually cheat and run it through my Flux Upscaler Enhancer at the end. With Schnell. So that'll bring it out. It'll make it nice without it changing. Voice problem? Oh no, don't tell me there's a voice problem. Welcome, Alice. So, mic problems? Something wrong with the audio? Hey Dom, are you there?
I'm there. I'm trying to listen, but it sounds fine to me.
Sounds fine, does it? Oh, I know what it is. Okay, all right. When I'm sitting up straight in front of both screens, it looks like that. But if I look at the other screen, it gets a bit quieter. And if I lean a bit, like not even that far, like 4 inches, I bet it's the music. Yeah, we've got the music on a dip. Okay, so the music is ducking whenever I talk. So what I think you're experiencing is it's ducking too hard. So what I could probably do is this. Knock it down by a bit. That might be too much though. And it might just make the audio just disappear. Let us know in the let us know, because this is the first stream, so we're still tweaking stuff like that. So I appreciate the feedback. If the music is now too quiet, real ducking problem. It is actual ducking ducks. Anyway, yeah. Do you know what I reckon it might be as well? If I just go into the audio ducking thing, I bet you it's like too hard. I was ducking too hard, guys. Okay, let's see if I can maybe not duck quite so hard. Filters? Yeah, there we go. So right now it's got a 4.5 to 1 ratio. I reckon if I put it up to like 7, and then maybe, okay, let us know, guys. Right, back to the problem. So here it is. So we've done our face swap, and we've got Joe Thanos. That worked. So cursed. Is your co-pilot landing the planes at the airstrip? The guy landing the planes at the... Pretty much. I would say so. It's certainly not a good AI that would help you with coding. No shade. Okay, so the face swap works. So now let's throw on the IP adapter. So far, so good. This is all working great. IP adapter, and we're just going to feed the same image into the IP adapter, guys. It's not going to be like anything crazy. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay, fine. We're just going to use the same image for everything, for all 4 inputs here. Yeah, basically, String Paint Sunday is like turning the wheel to make sure the bandwidth doesn't run out. It's hard work. And then the next test is obviously going to be the sampler garden, so we'll turn all them on. And then we'll do... some of these stages will take a long time, but we do have to test it, so why not? Throw it all on. See if it's got any problems. It hasn't. Oh, of course. It would help to actually, you know, put an image in there, right? Let's find something fun, shall we? That one looks fun. We'll do that one. I think it accepted it. Is this on a fixed seed? Because that's kind of boring. I would have liked to see a different image. If that would have been nice. What are we doing? Where is it? Just trying to find out where it's active right now. Hang on. There. Ah, it's over here. So is this a standard sampler? So this is using Euler SGM. Did you notice how the eagle is actually still there? The eagle's right there, right behind him. Yes, I agree, Alice. Alice has just asked an interesting question. What he said is, am I starting, what was it? He said, am I planning to make videos on SDXL? Flux is great, I agree. But unfortunately, it slowed down the development of the open source universe. It's like we're starting over with everything plus. ControlNet, and on top of that, I'm burning a lot of money with Flux. Yeah, see, I love Flux too, but the high requirements, even with the quantization, is just too much for some people. And obviously, people are getting pulled into, I need to retrain all my models, I need to rebuild all of my workflows, which is great. It's fine. If you want to do that, that's great. But you could just use Flux as an upscaler. And then you've got the full control of the SDXL pipeline and all of the features of everything. You know, it's a big ecosystem now, SDXL. So that's what I'm looking at. I've got my colors pack for Coda. The Flux pack is Foda. And then this one is Soda for SDXL. And the idea is that Soda pack will have as many, if not more, because like hands fix and stuff, it doesn't work with Flux. There are some things Flux can't do, even though I do love it. There are a lot of things it can't do. And so I think it's going to be like multimodal. Do you know what I mean? You want to generate text? Use Flux. You want to generate, you know, lots of different vibrant styles? You're going to get more out of SDXL. I've got a load of people who I've worked with over the years, and they are doing the same thing as me, but like maybe a little bit more private. The images that they're creating are amazing, and they're all coming from the Flux or the SDXL stack. You know, they work with both. So, you know, I see it as like, it doesn't matter at this point. But yes, the whole point of the Soda pack is to cater to people who are still running on SDXL. I actually built this weeks ago, and I just haven't gotten around to finishing it. So the first thing we're doing, like I say, is we're updating this pack to use the KJ nodes, easy nodes. And then there will be lines versions as well, which just use connecting lines, but they will be slimmed down and a bit more different. So I hope that answers your question. But yeah, Flux is awesome. But it's the same. The same thing happened when 2.1 came out, when SDXL came out. Same thing happened. The only difference is that now SD3 has competition. Because up until this point, there hasn't really been competition for Stable Diffusion. Not really. Yeah, sure, there were other models, but they weren't really like taken seriously by the community, is what I mean. Flux impressed a lot of people, and so now at least Stable Diffusion has competition. I think that's a good thing. Very good thing. And to be honest, a lot of the resources for 1.5 still hadn't been redone in XL. You know? There it is. Let's take a look at this one here. First upscale looks good. Has it got this one now? No. It looks like I missed out on the preview because I had it closed. Oh wait, no, there it is. Now that's going to be quite a large image, which is why I tend to make them smaller. Because it might lag out the UI, basically. But then we're going to get our... In fact, no, it's not going to work. See? When you upscale it like this, these big comparers, they're cool. It's a cool idea to have a before and after, you know, slide left and right. But when you've got like a 90 megabyte image on one side and like a 500k image on the other side, you might experience a bit of UI lag. Just from the craziness of what you're trying to do. So here we have some examples of things. So as you know, I'm making an anthropomorphic eagle woman, right? And we're also using control nets to keep it in the same pose as the donor image, right? Donor image look like this. Okay. So if we just take a look at what's going on here. This control net, yes. Control net, yes. Control net, yes. On this one, control net, no. So it had a bit more freedom to describe, to make the scene. And you'll notice that it looks more like an anthropomorphic eagle. And the main reason is because this one's using perturbed attention guidance. Okay. And that's why the CFG is quite low. You can actually go a lot lower than that. You could probably go to like, I don't know, 0.3 maybe. Whoops. We've looked at this in the past with, yeah, we've looked at this in the past. So, like I said, hopefully we'll get to see that. Face model creators there. Right. So I guess let's just clean this up and get it finished. Don't want to change them. I tend to collapse anything that doesn't need to get changed. It can help, I guess. The latent, and model. As I said, if the music is like blasting and not very well leveled, I'm sorry, I haven't mastered it. I literally just did a raw gen and then used those tracks that I like the sound of up front. But I know this one's got a bit of distortion. I do love the distortion. It's my problem. So we'll go seed and then latent. Come on. That. the tune. Oh man, I wish I could hear this tune louder right now. I guess just make them smaller, because to be honest, can't really put that anywhere. See? That'll do. Smaller, 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 smaller. Usually I recolor stuff that you want to change. Oh, yeah. Nope. That's all done. I do leave this one open though, because you might want to use a different image to compare. You can obviously just change whichever images you want. That's one of the good things about having them all being references. So I leave that one open. There's that. Ah, what a mess. What a mess. Close that, close that. Close it, close it. Yep. Good, good, good. And if I just pull this down a bit, actually, it's probably room for the pose map and the control net, almost. It's touching. It counts. Close that. BAE. Close that. Seed at the bottom, then the latent. Wrong latent. That one goes output. This one goes input. Okay. Model active. Done. We want to save it with a default to save it default not to IP adapter. In fact, we didn't even use IP adapter. Come on then, make one more. Save it. I think that's done, that's done, that's done. I mean, just pull that down a bit, that's done. Don't need to know, don't need to know, don't need to know. In fact, that's the point, I didn't collapse any of them, did I? It'll fit even better. Okay, I think that should be reasonable. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. All right, let's read some chats out. How's it go? So, control net, blah, blah, blah. Agreements with places like Replicate seem to me to be specifically aimed at stopping ComfyUI custom development. They want to maintain control. It looks like they'll succeed. Or am I conspiring too much? They are forcing us to spend money. And right now, your voice is very deep. It sounds very low. That could just be the way I'm talking, to be honest. I've got a big range. Yeah, that's probably my fault for that. But yeah, basically, one thing I did notice about SDXL, and this is really quite interesting. Oh yeah, also in the videos that I put up online, they have like a filter on them. So the pitch might not be identical to what I actually sound like, but it sounded good. And I thought consistent was better, you know? So I don't think I'm on here. But anyway, so if the pitch is different, that's probably why. A combination of the fact that it's not being filtered and I'm like moving around in my chair. Something which I did notice, which I was a little conspiratorial about, is I don't know if you noticed, but when SD3 Full came out, it's API only, and they have a bunch of stuff which claims to be all of our VR. It's all of our ComfyUI functions. So like all of the stuff that we do with our Comfy workflows, they've basically branded it as something and then made it like SD3 AI Plus or something, like API Plus or something. I forget what they actually called it. It's on their website. And I thought, well, that's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Because they're in partnership with Comfy. So that means they've got like a ComfyUI back end and they're going to automate for credits stuff that anyone could do with Comfy. I mean, fair enough if they want to do that, but I don't know. I don't know. Adine says, I had the opinion as well that all ComfyUI community morphed into Black Forest. Why is that heart in the way? Lab employers for free, considering the license. Well, I think if you use Chanel, you're going to be okay. But excuse me, there's not much point in like training with dev is cool and all, but you can't. I don't know. It's a bit of a tricky one because, yeah, the licensing is restrictive. But then they're trying to do that. I think it's a shakeout. All right. I think it's a shakeout. I think it's a point where things get a bit more complicated, a bit more expensive. And as a result, you know, some people are going to stop. Right. And so it's a question of, did you make any money? Because if you did, you'll probably keep doing it. If you didn't, you'll probably give up. And that's good because there is a way oversaturated marketplace for AI, generative AI right now. So I wasn't really surprised when they started getting a bit tighter on the old regulations. So I'll say that, all right? It happens in every industry I've ever been in. Like I said, I've said this before. People say this is the weakest it's ever going to be. This is the worst it's ever going to be. But I keep saying this is the cheapest it's ever going to be. It's going to get more expensive. And this is why the open source is so important. I really hope that they're not trying to like stonewall the open source guys out. In a way, I think they'd be cutting themselves off at the foot, at the knee, because a lot of their advances that they're monetizing right now were actually put together by people in the open source community who are now working for them. So imagine you get rid of the open source community, what's the future look like? You see what I mean? That's what I think anyway. Not going to be a good thing for the future. Right, let's get back to what we were doing. Feel free to throw the comments at me, by the way, guys. It's the whole point of the hangout, really. Okay, so taking a look at the results. Oh, look at that. That's actually not bad. It's kind of tried to do both things. Now we've got the IP adapter in there. Okay, and we get to the last stage. It's not bad. Got a bit of a weird thing going on with the Bob. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Oh yeah, Joe Thanos, guys. Let's go. Let's go with Tifa. Is it going to do the whole thing again? Please no. So we've done our upscale. Everything works. This is good. It's good. So I will now make sure it's on 1. Yeah, it's on 1. I will save it. And that is one workflow down. Now you might think, all that work, and now I've got to do this one. Right? You think, you've got to be joking, Johnson. What are you talking about? You're going to do all that? No, I'm not. I'm only going to change the bit that matters. Okay? So as you can see, this is the bit that matters. So we'll copy that. And then we'll see what the name of this one was. So the name of this one was IPA Enhancer, right? So we will go save as, and we'll say IPA Enhancer. Whoops. Like that. Control Shift V to bring that in. Move that up a bit. Obviously I'm going to want to get my model in and my model out preserved so it doesn't break the workflow. Okay, we'll make this a bit bigger. I reckon that's probably about big enough. Maybe a bit taller like that, maybe. Something like that. Alright, and then we will delete this. And we will get this. And pull her in. And then get model is going to go right there. Shouldn't be just attached directly to the thing. I don't know why it's done that. And then... ah, look at what it's done. All the wires are missing, even though I definitely pressed Control Shift V. What the heck? Something funky. Oh man, it's done it right. Okay, it's done it twice. Something funky's going on here. Get rid of that. And move these up again. We're just going to have a second try at this because I think something funky happened. Right, let's try that. Round 2. Whole set. Whole set. And I'm back. Got a random knock on the door. Ah, don't worry, Adine. There's no such thing as weirdo English. It's all weird. Okay. What is it? German? French? Celtic? Who can really say? Okay, so let's try this one again. Hopefully the connections aren't broken this time. We take that to there. You know what? I think I know what it is. There's something going on with the links. The links doesn't seem to like it. That's going there. That's going there. That's going there. Why does it keep on doing that? Look at this. Look at this. What's this about? Boing. What's going on? Boing. Anybody? I've never seen that behavior before. It must be a little update I didn't read about. Like, you move things, and the things that are attached... Look, it moved. Boing. Ready? Boing. What? No! All of my stuff is moving by itself. Boing. Oh, no! Why? Every time I touch something, no! See, if I had, like, OCD, this would be completely driving me insane right now. No! Everything's moving! Why? Why? Every time I click. Every time I click. Every time I click. Every time. Is there anything else? That's crazy. Oh, no. This is enough to drive you nuts. Do you know what? I'm just going to go with this. This is how it's going to look from now on, guys, okay? Because it does it every time you touch it and you can't stop it, so. Do you know what? I actually do like that, though. It is kind of tidy. It is kind of tidy. I wonder, just going off script here, do you reckon it's in here somewhere? I wonder if that's a mod or part of the actual Comfy. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Is the answer. I do not know. But look, boing. Boing. Oh man, this is like a... Look at that. See, right now, I'm literally... All I'm doing is cleaning up the workflow. And it seems to have a feature where it will clean itself up. So if I just, like, spread these apart... Nah. Yeah, it'll even grab him across the group there. Huh. So I could just do maybe. Can you do them all at once? Yeah. Okay, so basically what I've learned is that I need to make my groups differently now. Make that wider. That starts conversation. I don't have OCD. Spends 10 minutes rearranging tiny little things. See, the joke is this isn't even. I don't even know why. Okay, this is like I'm throwing this away in a minute. Just check the connections. So we need to put the model. The model goes into the Split Vision Enhancer node. So that's all I really needed to know. All of that off just to do this. There we go. I think that's all that needed to happen actually. And then the math. The math is completely bogus. Math is bogus. Enhance tiles, rows and columns. So this is going to go into enhance tiles and rows and columns. So 4x4, right? And then this one is going to go into image and image. And also the int is going to go into width and height. So int into width, int into height, image into image, and image into image. Where did the image come from, you say? From the upscale. So upscale image into image. Now what's this for? What's that for? So the latent connection's got nuked as well. That one's going to go to the play sampler. More stuff going on. Latent is also going down to other keys. I love it when I, build something out and then it goes. Yeah, I got a bit of OCD with the nodes, but if every time you click something, it's just gonna do whatever the hell it wants, I don't know. It might have been a feature of a custom node I have. I don't know. So what's going on there? Let's just save it. It's been a while. So lose my train of thought. So okay, so that's not that, and that isn't that either. Yeah, it's not even a VAE. Not even for a VAE. Get node, and then VAE, and then put that in there. So that's correct. That's done. We've set up the literals, as they call them. No, we haven't. There. Image is in there. Latent's in there. Latent's in there. So now it's just conditioning. And another VAE there. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, it's another VAE. Same VAE. And then this is supposed to be conditioning, I'm sure. Yeah. Right, hook that up. There it is. Okay. Then where did the conditioning even come from? I'm guessing I pulled it in from the base. Okay. So you get 2, and we'll go for conditioning, pos base and conditioning neg base, like that, pos, neg, done and done. That should be Yes. And then whatever the last model is, that's my set for the IPA model. Because basically what I'm doing is I'm saying, look, I've done all this effort of doing all this merging and whatnot. Something not right here. What's that doing? So we should have an IP adapter. Set IP adapter. Hang on a minute. Oh, I can reduce that. Where is it? There. IP adapter is there. Okay. And then also the model as well. Like that. And that model goes down to the case sample at the bottom. Like that. Anything else I need to do here? Yeah, we need to put the image from upscale in the image. That. And then we need a seed gen. Okay, yeah, see, this is one of the reasons why we have everything set. Because then we can just literally go, oh, see, there it is. Plug it in, and we know it's the same. Everything's matching. Now, I think that might be complete. Oh God. Oh dear. Oh dear, we accidentally overlapped. I need to clean that up as well. That's just a mess. Put that back over there. Oh, still touching. I cleaned everything up but this. So model, positive, negative, latent base, seed, and then you touch it. Oh, it didn't do it that time. That's so strange. It does it. Okay, so whatever that was I was doing earlier, it's not doing it anymore. No idea. It's a bit like somebody got in touch with me to tell me why I had to disconnect a bunch of things to stop LoRa's from loading, even though the loader was bypassed. It's something to do with the key system, which is a new pipeline, how the pipeline is actually working. Pardon me. So what it does is it caches things, and obviously if something hasn't changed, i.e. when you bypass, it doesn't actually change anything. So it just runs the same one. So it kind of explained why. They're saying it might be a bug, but I don't know if anyone reported it. I haven't reported it yet, because I don't really know if it's a bug or not, because there's no real documentation on any of that stuff I could find. So I just kind of had to go on what someone else told me, which is that it shouldn't be that way. You know, I don't want to waste anyone's time with a bug that's not really a bug. See, it's not doing it now. It must be just certain types of nodes that just decide they're gonna automatically stack up like that. It's a pretty cool feature if you like know it's gonna do it. Pretty cool feature. Would be nice if you could like say, oh, I want it in this particular arrangement, you know, customize it. That'd be cool. Okay. All right, that's good enough. Hashtag good enough. Save. So what we've done then, just to run you through what we've just done, we have implemented Mateo's, that's latent vision Mateo. We've just implemented his IP adapter enhancer, which, what, how, when did I move that? I'm gonna have fun re-rolling the tape when I watch this stream back later, because it just did the same thing again. Look, what the hell? Now I've got to watch. Go, ooh, you annoyance. I'm sure I did that and didn't notice. but that's super annoying. Look, put the thing back there. Save it. I don't know what I did. I must have like moved the screen and moved it by accident. See, if you accidentally click on, say when you go to move and click the screen, if you happen to click here, fine. Here, fine. But here, fine. Here, there we go. Now it moves. So I must have done that. Okay, let's give it a run. Ah, it's not even switched on. Stop. Typical. I had to put it onto number 2 to actually make it work. Okay, cool. Now we put it back on number 1 and save. Uh-oh. It's got no image. Do you think we have to do that? I'm going to make sure. Yeah, I'm right. All right. Oh, and we've also got something else. No, incorrect. Oh, maybe it's because it needs an image. Ah, that's obviously supposed to be there. Ah, there's a bunch of stuff missing. Bunch of stuff. I guess that goes there. IP adapter. You'd have to get IP adapter, which is just a reference to that. And I drew a line, so I'll just draw a line. All right. There. Anything else? Got a problem? Yeah. Seed. Missing a seed. Yep, there we go. Put that one in there. Alright, try it again. Still giving me grief here. And it's trying to tell me that these images don't exist. Oh, well, I haven't actually put an image in, so that probably does help. Put an image in. Try it again. Still giving grief. Okay. Where at? Where at? Oh, right. It was doing the upscale. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're working on this. So for some reason the simple math doesn't like that. So I reckon... I mean... I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure. But it is just 4 in the X. I think it likes it. Oh Christ, what's going on here? Oh man, this is a mess. Right, stop. I never even looked over here. So width in the width, height in the height, image in the image. And then we've got simple math. Ah! Simple math going into the width and height actually. It's not doing image size, I was wrong. Huh. Okay. I mean, a bit weird. I don't remember this. This is Mateo's magic, you see. I don't know what he's done. Min AB. It's got to be. There we go. Yeah. Let's put width, height. Okay. All right. Save it. And queue it up again. Oh no! See, doesn't like it. Does not like whatever that was. Man. Oh man, that's a bit of an issue. Suddenly, this matters. maybe we try it with a square image. Like that one. No, still doesn't like it. It just doesn't like what we're doing. And it worked before. This happens from time to time. You get a workflow that relied on some little trick, like this is dividing up the image into 4 pieces and then feeding them in to the IP adapter and then putting it all back together. It's very clever what he did. But it looks like it doesn't let you do that anymore. Let's have a look at the error. There isn't one. Okay. Turn off the upscaler. Turn off the garden. Turn off the face swap. Got control net. See, it'll never make anything. Yeah, it'll never make anything because for whatever reason, it can't do this operation anymore. And because it can't do that operation anymore, nothing works. I'm just double checking that I haven't missed something here. No, it's the same shape. Well, that's a shame, because I thought this was a pretty neat way of doing a highly detailed single image. But I guess I'll have to go back to Matteo and find out if he ever looked at it again. This is the trouble with some experiments. They just don't really, you know, not really very cool, but shame. Alright, well in that case, I'll roll back to the last stable version, which was this one. But let's see if we can we find it in here anywhere? Yeah, go in there. Because this is the last that's good. And we can X this off because it's useless. So what's the next one? Next one is Zero Auto. Now, if I remember right, Zero is just a whole bunch more images for the IP adapter. So, you know, adding more images to this section or chaining 2 of these sections gives you this workflow. The only other thing it is the auto section. So you have Zero Auto. And then this one I think is just 0. Come on now. Okay, so is this one? This one is just 0. Okay, so just 0. Multiple images. It's the exact same workflow again. So the only real difference between Zero Auto and the one I've already made is the prompt section. So you have a text box prompt, which goes into magic prompt, which then goes into one button super prompt, which also goes into auto negative prompt. And then you end up with, you know, better prompts. I have better ways of doing this now. But this is still pretty good. So I think for this, we just take a copy of that. And what's the name of this one? Zero Auto. Okay, cool. So we will take this one. And we will call it Zero Auto. Like that. Ah, nuts. You see that? Gone. All the links. This is like a bug with Comfy at the minute. Look at this. Control Shift V. No links. Control V. No links. Ooh. Right. I will be back in about... give me 30 seconds, guys. Okay, and I'm back. So what we're done is, I guess, we'll have to hook it up again. So to make my life easier, I'm going to shrink this and split it into so that I've got half a chance here. It's making me have to do this. Oh. Oh, no, we didn't want that there, actually. Oh. Oh. Nightmare. So how do we recover from that situation? We delete the whole thing. No, I'm talking to people. Let's see, how many? We're talking to, there's 5 people and we've been going for 2 hours at the moment. But, okay, so just to let you know, guys, I'm just having a little chat with my dad in the office here. Got a major mess up here, so I think the best thing to do actually is just to reload the workflow completely and just not worry about it. So we go in there. So what happened was it copied over the top of itself, which is always helpful, and now it's a complete mess. So fix that. We will find the 0 auto workflow, drag it in over the top. So there we go, we fixed it. Drag, select the whole thing, copy it again, and then paste it in. Look, see, it did it again. Don't you love it? Right, I'm going to make sure. So I'm going to click here. Click on the new one. Obviously, it didn't take my click. And now we just have to worry about the hookups. So let's take it section by section. First thing I'm going to need is a get seed. So 0 auto 40, that's correct. All right. String goes into the text. Get node, and then we have a seed here. Yep, there it is. Boom. And then what else can we do? There we go. Yeah. So seed's going to go into seed for that one, and then the string goes into the prompt there, and that one goes in there. Super prompt goes into there, and then it's the same seed. I'm just using the same seed for everything, but you can use separate seeds for a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, it's definitely big copy time. Okay, so right, and then we're going to want to throw the negative prompt in there for text, and then the super prompt is going to get both G and L. Now you can do other stuff if you want. That's how I've done it. There's some cool things where you could feed this into another stage, which would then give you different tag styles for T5 and L. But I don't want to go too crazy. Okay. And then all we have to do, of course, is get the 2 hookups and bring them over here. And then hook them up proper. There we go. Right, and then the latent image and the aspect size actually doesn't need to change. So, yeah, there we go. Move them over because they don't, like I said, they're the same. They haven't changed. So we can just keep them as is. And then set seed gen. Okay, I'll put that there. Or even better, right there. And then get the clip. Where's the clippage? There it is. So we go clip in the top and clip in the bottom like that. Hey, okay. Now we can just get rid of this mess. And now save that. And that's 0 auto. Now that's what it should have been as easy to do the last one. Okay, so we're on the downhill slope now, guys. So basically, I can shut that one down now. Put us back to normal. All right. So now what we can do is we can basically, now what we can do is we can start removing stuff, rehooking things up and saving the simple versions. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so obviously this is 0 auto, right? So how about we just make auto? So let's just save this as 0, meaning it has the ability to estimate a style with lots of images from a IP adapter. That's what 0 is. To me, it's like a 0 training one-shot mode for stealing style and composition and all that, but without the control net necessarily. So first thing I'm going to get rid of, obviously, is the IP adapter, because, you know. Whoa. What? I just deleted it. It's like, hey, I can't find this thing. It's still saying it can't find this thing. Right, well, we don't have IP adapter now. So that means... Boy. There. It's still having a hard time. Right. Save. Refresh. What's the problem? I've never seen it come up and complain about something like that before. Like, I can't find it. Okay, now this is a cheap fix. I should really change the gets to just model. Anything which is model active, I should change to just model. This is a cheap fix while I'm testing this. So we've gotten rid of the IP adapter. So it's just control net now. So auto. Right. You could even say auto CNET actually. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll say auto CNET because I want to remove CNET next. That'll do, and yeah. Also, as we're getting smaller and smaller and smaller, we don't want the sampler garden anymore. another tune. All right. And we probably don't want the face swap stuff either. Like I said, they're in the big workflow, so you don't need to have them in every workflow. So get rid of that, get rid of the face model stuff. Remove that as well. Save that. And then, obviously, get rid of the CNET stuff, right? Get rid of the CNET. Get rid of it. And then maybe just have a little look and see what the hell's going on here, because something needs fixing there. Yeah, we just want to do get conditioning positive base, put that there, and then another one and say get conditioning negative base, that there, and then just get rid of all this. Oh my goodness, shush. Are you going to start erroring about that now? Conditioning, right, and then I have to, yeah, I know, I'm changing it now. Positive, and yeah, I know. It's so pushy. Negative. Yep, I know. I'm changing it. Quick, change it before it complains again. Okay. So conditioning negative, conditioning positive, good. This has its own. That should be all of that I need to do. We've somehow ended up with 2 easy seeds. I'll move that one up to there. Probably a relic from the copy pasting. So move that across, move this across. And then what we want to do is save this as not CNET. Right? Auto. Yeah, I do want to overwrite it. Yeah. Cool. And then, of course, the last thing is to get rid of the upscaling stuff. Right? So, get rid of these groups. Just like that. And then this is also part of ControlNet, so you don't need any of this stuff. Why did it just change the color of the background? I didn't do that. What the heck is going on? Get rid of it. It's cursed. Right. So then we have stage 1, 2, and 3. There's the auto section. And now what we have is a new SDXL basic. It's a bit funny looking because it's auto basic, but you know. So we'll say auto basic. Now I just changed the name of this. Why didn't it change? What I'll have to do is load up the workflows at the end and actually check them all again. Just make sure that they actually did do what I told them to do. Also, there's no point in this anymore. So how about we just make sure that this is set to model. And this also set to model. Set to model. And then we don't need that, which is a bit hacky anyway. Okay, save that. Does it make images though? No. Text. Right, okay, that doesn't actually matter. These are just monitors. That's an easy fix. So now what I'll do, of course, is I'll check that we're actually, you know, getting what we wanted to get. So So this is auto basic. Now, obviously, I have a better version of this. I want to, you know, I obviously want to do my Zenkai. Go again. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Oh yeah, it's still doing the eagle prompt, right? Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is last modification to this workflow is to implement Zenkai to this. So what we'll do is we'll obviously save it first because I probably messed up that a bunch of times today. Zenkai basic. And then we get to change all of this stuff. So I will keep the auto negative because that's actually pretty cool. But I will be getting rid of the super prompts, the magic prompts, the show text, notes. The seed gen can stay, that's fine. I think we can keep this as a pre-prompt. Nah. Right. Zenkai prompt. Put him here. Put him here like this. Let's just use the cog video. String to string, string to string, string to string, string to string. Yes or yes. I think we'll go colors green. Aspect. It's all looking good. It's all looking good. I think if we just go manual seed, it should spring into action. Save it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Make that picture better. Good job, guys. Good job. Now, if I save that and refresh, I just want to see what happens when we don't use the SDXL model, which I've been using. So we'll just go back to real jugs. Real jugs is actually a different model. So it's going to take a while to initialize the new weights. And we'll probably get a different prompt. I don't know. Have I got it on a fixed? No, it's on randomize. No, it still says a Chinese mother. Ah. What is going on with the faces? Ah, that's not too bad, actually. Chuck that one through a flux upscale. I bet that would come out okay, actually. Alright. So, can I get a different prompt out of it, please? It always seems to be that prompt. The garden comes to life. Okay, cool. This could be good. Okay. Alrighty. That's not bad at all. It gets better. And it gets better still. Very cool. Alright, I'm happy. I'm happy. So now comes the tedious bit, which essentially takes very little time, because all I'm doing is I'm going into my workflows area inside Comfy, if I can bloody find it. It's in here somewhere. Right, ComfyUI, users, default workflows, there we go. And then if I just organize it by just now, these will be the ones which we're going to test. So, I'm pretty sure that Trio 40 is good. I know that works. IPA Enhancer was a waste of time. Zero Auto was unnecessary, actually. It just had a bigger IP adapter. Auto, this is where it gets interesting. Okay, so let's check it. Okay, I know this one's good. I know this one's good. No. It's already saved. I don't need to save it again. Force of habit. So let's just X that. I want to freeze it, put it into the pack. Trio V40. Trio V30, get rid of that. IP enhancer, get rid of that. Zero V30. Zero auto V. Well, we don't need any of these now. It's going to get replaced. What the heck is this? Go away. This can go away as well. And that can go away as well. Right. IPA enhancer, zero auto. Auto. Right, let's try auto. Okay, try running it. Any errors? Loads. 2, 3. Put that there. Stop it. Put that there. Yeah, it's model active, isn't it? Yeah, there's no such thing as model active. Sometimes the shortcuts are not worth it, guys. Okay. Auto model. Change this to just model. There we go. And change this to just model. There we go. And then what do we got up here? Is this again? Yeah, change it to model. Just model. Just model. Just model. And just model. Okay. Save again. Any more problems? Any more problems? Because I don't want peace. Only problems. We are. Done it. Done it. Save it. This still has the face model create, still has the upscale, still has the sampler garden up there, as I say. Not very tidy. But I think when we tried to tidy it up, it tidied itself up, and now it doesn't, so... I don't know what that's about. Try to at least get everything in the group. Overlapping is fine, it'll still move with it when you move it. Should do anyway. Good enough. It works. I don't really want to be doing upscaling though. Stop. Yeah, why are we doing upscaling before anything else? That's done. Turn off the... Oh wait, you need to test them. I know the upscaling is fine because no code has changed down there. Okay. Save that. Save that. So that means that the auto version is now clear. Alright. Mind you, this auto version is bogus because it actually has way too much. Yeah, stop. Stop. This auto version is bogus. They didn't actually... yeah. So really you want this one. Huh. That's funny. Okay, so roll back. Okay, a second. So Trio V40 has everything. Okay. That's fine. And then Zero Auto has the zero system, but is the same. So let's see errors. Stop. Yep. Got these same two mistakes here where I didn't hook up the previews for the text. So I figure if you've got something which is generating a prompt, it's nice to be able to see what it generated. And you have the option of saving it out as well if that's something you want to do. let's disable the upscaling section again and make sure we've got one selected and run it. Hopefully it doesn't spring a bunch of leaks. Save it. Yes. And then while it's figuring itself out, I will take a copy of that one, add it to the new pack. So that's 2 down. 2 down, 2 to go. We're nearly finished now, though. And like I said, this was quite difficult because it was a very complicated sort of end of line. When I say end of the line, I mean a lot of research went into making that workflow in the first place, and I was sat there probably for days working on it. So for this to be converted over to a completely new system, it's like ripping someone's nervous system out and saying, oh, I got you some new nerves. We'll just thread them back through your skeleton, okay? So that's why it's taken so long. But also, this is the beginnings of a new pack. And I know it's going to be a really good thing, but you have to have that base there to start working from. Okay. All right. I'm pretty happy with this. Look at that. It's making some sort of artistic stuff there. A watercolor oil painting type business. Cool. So did it say that? Yeah, it did. Look, brush strokes and stuff. Look. Brought to life through the use of an oil painting. Cool. Is control not even on? I guess it must be. Yeah, it does look like it's... The shape does fit. Just a lot of leeway. It tried to do a face swap? Okay. Perturbed, everyone. Oh man, SDXL. Alright. Okay. So yeah, we're happy with that. 0 auto is good. This is... Wait. Hang on a minute. I love it. I love it. So hang on. This is 0 auto. Ah, I see. CNET won't have IP adapter. So, okay. That's fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go like this. Yep. It has upscaling, but it doesn't have... it has upscaling, but it doesn't have... the IP adapter. Or this control net, actually. What the heck is this then? This is auto. Oh man. So this must have overwritten something I was working on. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's annoying. So we've gone from CNET and to just... this is supposed to have CNET. Alright, fine. The way to fix that is obviously to take 0 auto, and then I'm going to have to do the same thing again. So let's save this now immediately as 0 CNET. Get rid of the garden. Get rid of the garden, get rid of the IP adapter. Whoa. What? Just get rid of it, alright? I'll worry about that. Thank you very much. And then we're going to do... Yeah, no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Is it like... Yeah, it's this error is lagging me out. And it's making weird stuff. Yeah. don't know why it's doing this because we're not running anything right now, and quite frankly, it's just getting in the. It's just annoying and getting in the way. Very strange behavior. Look at it. See, still, we're not doing anything. We aren't running any prompts, and it's spamming me. Oh, it didn't copy either. Stop. I do not like error messages. There's no need to spam me with errors when I'm still working right now. Thanks. You know, it'd be like the engine doesn't work. Imagine if you were working on an engine and it goes, the engine still doesn't work. It still doesn't work. Oh, great. Thanks for that. Just deleted something which is important. That. Yes, I done. Joy. There. Now I've cleaned up from its mess up. So we don't want that. Go away. I'm actually not going to fix it for a second now. I'm just going to do what I was doing. Look, I'm deleting stuff. Deal with it. Okay. So now we've gotten rid of the IP adapter. We've got rid of that. Right, cool. Now, copy this. Oi, I'm doing stuff. It's almost like a pop-up that's like, shareware version. You need to pay. It's got that same energy. Look, stop it. Look, no, I'm doing stuff. I'm actually fixing what you're annoying me with right now. No, go away. There. Right, now where's your reference to the model active? You're gonna error me again? Oh, wait, yes, look. Model IPA. Ah, yeah, I know where it is. I know where it is. Hiding up here. Yeah? How about this? How about that? So, is he gonna do it again? Surely not. Surely there's no way now. So now what we've got is 0 CNET, which is fine. And do we need the upscaler? No. No, we don't need it. We've got probably 3 different upscalers that give better results anyway. So that one was quite old. It was an iterative upscaler using SD Ultimate Upscale, which, like I say, is not the best method anymore. Unless they've done an update, and then maybe it is the best again. Okay. So that is done. And I'm just going to give it a test. There. Oh, while it's cooking the image up, just a quick note. We have got a new workflow out over on Civitai, which is for generating video with Cog. I forget, ThudM is the people that made it. Cog Video is the name of the model. And inside the prompts, we do have a collection of Cog prompts. So we've got Cog Video Fantasy, Cog Video Sci-Fi, Cog Video. These are the default prompts that you get with the model. And then Cog Video Gen. Now I've created these with LLMs. So they still work as very good SD3 grade image prompts. All right. And that is why I was making the Zenkai. So this is working correctly now. So that's another one in the bag. So refresh. And we will take the 0 CNET and put it in the soda. I don't know why it's still flat scrubbing. What are you doing? Get back in there. Windows has become entirely useless of late. Something I've noticed. Just entirely useless. All right. It's always been okay, and then recently it just got unusable. Right. So the last thing I want to do is Zenkai Basic. There is Auto Basic. Yeah, we want to do Auto Basic actually, because that is literally just the basic core. And we want to call this one Auto. Auto. Basic. Auto Basic. And that's what it's actually called already. So just save it. Yep, save it. Yeah. It makes me really like, whoa, should I save it or should I overwrite it? Did it just overwrite hours of work? Could have done. Okay, let's run that. No errors. It's making the image correctly. Good. So then we will take auto basic and put that in place. All done. And I think I can get Zenkai done. So Zenkai using my system. Yes. Makes me very suspicious. All right, come on, cue it. No errors. Looks good. Yeah, it's good. It's fine. It's good. So we will take the Zenkai. So there you have IP adapter, all the CNETs, auto prompt, my random prompt, the basic version, but that's still got auto. So I think the only thing left is just ultimate basic, SDXL basic, you know, which is just not even doing the trio. Not even doing the trio or the Zenkai. Okay, so I'm going to say Zenkai basic, 42. And we will get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. What's this? Get rid of that because we're going to get rid of this. Remove and get rid of that. I think trio's amazing. I think is there any point getting rid of trio? No, there isn't. Calm down. You gotta have it. It's like you can get rid of the group though and just put it all in one. Yeah, we'll do that. And then get rid of I mean, I could replace that with a prompt box. Yeah. Duplicate. And then get Zenkai basic in. No, auto basic. Get auto basic in there. Just take a copy of that. And delete this. Put that there. And then let's say we're going to not do automatic stuff, right? Not doing automatic stuff for the basic. So we're just going to plug it in ourselves. And obviously this will become the negative. Up. There. Up like that. And that. And maybe just move it around a little bit. Like this. And then do we even need any of this? Nope. Get rid of all that. Yeah. What's that? Set clip, set model, set VAE, and off it goes. Yeah. There it is. SDXL Basic 42. Run it. And the joke is, this is where the fun begins, because of course, my mic's too low. Hello, Sonidos on Ammonia. Flux Law on Person is the best I got. Yeah, we agree. Flux is the best, but I've already got a 20-part Flux pack already out, which is hugely popular, and I want to thank everybody for checking it out, because, you know, it motivates me to do more. Oh dear. Looks like the, that didn't work. That's bad. Way too much denoise. Way too much denoise. Yikes. Are we on cause again? No. Switch it over. I mean, to be fair, basic is supposed to be basic. So maybe I just take away the trio component from this. This is supposed to be the most basic of the basics. So I've tried to get rid of everything. I mean, look, I could probably get rid of easy seed and just use a normal seed generator, right? Speed. Where's the comfy core one? Whoops. Where's the comfy core seed generator? You gotta be joking if there isn't one. Oh, by the way, my mic was probably not too low. I probably was just leaning over this side of my chair. If I lead on this arm, it sounds like this. If I lean on this arm, I'm trying to remember that. It's our first day on the job, guys. Speed generator. I still can't. That's just weird. Noise, maybe? Random noise? No, random noise is random noise. It's not a seed, which is for something else. It is the same thing, but it's for something else. So I wonder why. Right. Look, listen. Drag it off. Seed generator. Oh, I know why. It's because seed generator is actually a primitive, isn't it? If I say primitive and then hook it up, you get a seed generator, right? But if I unhook it, now it's just a primitive again. You can't actually save a reference to the seed generator without having some kind of seed generator. That's brilliant. I love it. The minutia. Okay. So what I was doing there, just if I didn't explain that properly, I was trying to find a comfy core seed generator. Because I'm trying to find not custom nodes. As many not custom nodes as possible for the basic version. And that's the closest thing I've got. It's not that at all. Okay. Let's just plug it in. It works. It works. And I do use easy use for a few things. Easy seed and also for show any. I often use show any, which is part of easy use as well, for displaying like randomly generated stuff. See, there you go. See, when I use CosXL, the image did, well, it's not. See, we've been spoiled with Flux now. This doesn't look good. It's quite funny, actually. But again, it depends what you're running through it. There's no LoRa's loaded here. And there's another thing, actually. LoRa loaders. So how about we just get rid of that now and focus on it being the most basic workflow in the pack. Okay, fine. Could say ugly. Probably is. Alright. I think I'm good now. There we go. A lot of wasted space down there. But I'm not going to let my OCD waste any more time. Okay. So that should be... Let's see if we can just grab it and put it in place. There we go. Put that in here. Like that. There we go. Beautiful. So to SDXL. Beautiful. So this would be the version 1. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is obviously compress it. That will be the Civet release. And then we're in DJ Workflows, upload files. And for anybody that Git clones, you'll be able to do the update and grab all of these. And obviously there'll be more of them. We like to do a big focus. Mm-hmm. I think that's updated. This is updated. These are all done. We've done it. We've done it. Everything is now done. All right. So that would make a pretty strong first stream. In the future, we're going to be doing much more targeted stuff. Like I said, today was a bit of a test stream, really, just to see what the new connection, whether it can handle it and things. And I just decided, I'm going to release this. So let's cover this. This is what I was doing today. So you get to sit down and hang out. After about a week, this will probably go on to our members, most likely. Some of the live stuff is going to do that. It'll hang around for a while and then it will go into members. So that way, everybody gets a chance to see the stuff, even if they're not paying. But there will be stuff that does go up eventually. I'm slowly staging into it because it's a bit rude to drop everyone in the deep end, you know? So always free content. Always going to be the paid stuff at first. It'll be going up on the free and then it will disappear into the members area. And then in the deep future, dedicated members stuff. But we're getting it, you know, we're phasing it in. Thanks very much, everybody who was in the chat today. Halis, Adine, Sanidos. Thank you very much. I'm just looking to see if anybody else is in here. Cookie Cheese. Arthritic. Everybody else that came in. I know it's probably early morning for you on a Monday. So I deliberately have done this at that time to try and, like, you know, go under the radar a little bit. But hopefully I'll see you again on a future stream. We'll be doing all things AI. Sometimes it'll be a web service. Sometimes it'll be a workflow I've developed. But whatever the case, it'll always be a fun project that I hope you'll be able to follow along or at least build upon in your mind and go even farther. So there it is. Don't forget to come by the Discord. You can find more information on the website. Everything should be in a description somewhere at some point. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you all next time.